Hi, in this session, we are going to discuss with another concept, VPC Networking Fundamentals. Okay, VPC refers to Virtual Private Cloud. There we are going to create a number of the virtual machines and we can assign the what network resources for that and we can communicate with another virtual machine or the different that virtual machine is going to present in different network. To establish the communication between the two virtual machine, which is over different VPC. Everything we are going to explore in this particular lab. That is VPC networking fundamentals. First thing is, first we have to explore the what default network are. So quickly we will go through with what are all the things we are going to do in this lab. First, we are going to explore the default VPC network. Second is create an auto mode network with the firewall rules. Third one is create the VM instances using compute engine. Lastly, we are going to explore the connectivity for VM instances. Everything we are going to do in this particular lab. Very first task that is explore the default network. When you start the lab, the default network is already if there, just you are exploring whatever the firewall policies are written and what is the default network. Everything we are going to explore in the task one. Okay, we will go to the task number one. First, we are going to view the default network. And in the default network, various subnets, routes, and firewalls are there. Now we're going to see that one. You can open the Cloud Console navigation menu. Wait for a minute. Okay. Open the Cloud Console. This is the navigation menu. Now we can see, we can type it as VPC network. You can search for the VPC network and VPC networks. Here you can see the VPC network. Default VPC network is already there. 24 subnets, and you click on this default VPC network. You can see the various things, that is maximum transmission unit 1460, and the subnets you can see the various subnets in this default network, and the static internal IP address firewalls. Various firewall rules. Here we use the to connect the Linux instance SSH, to connect the Windows instance RDP, ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol, mainly is used for to identify the what network issues. While routing the packet, it is helpful for identifying the what network issues. We can use this ICMP, right? That is Internet Control Message Protocol. These are all the default firewall rules already exist. You can see there what is the next task. Yes, we can view the network. Click on the routes section. In this routes section, okay, wait, I'll close this one. Select the default network and the US Western page. Okay. Network, I'm going to select default network region. Whichever the region is given, please select that region only. US Western region. Then switch. These are all the various regions listed. You can see the default route 0.0.0.0/0. So you can accept the request from all the IP addresses. You can use this IP range. Then next, we will move on to the firewall. As already all the firewall rules are exist, you can accept the traffic from all the IP addresses. That's why I mentioned 0.0.0.0/0. Now I'm going to delete the default network. How to delete the default network? Select all the firewall rules, go to the firewall section, then wait for some time. You're going to delete all the firewall. So select all the firewall and click on delete. Yes. Now I'm going to delete the VPC network. How to delete that one? Go to this VPC network as VPC networks. I'm going to click on this default. There is an option called delete VPC network. Delete VPC network. To confirm the deletion, delete the VPC network. So now we can see there is no VPC network. It is deleting. Without a VPC network, there are no routes. You can see if you want, you can see the routes section. If VPC is not there, there is no routes to display. Okay. So still it is getting deleted. Now I'm going to create a new instance. Okay, how to create a new instance? Same thing. First, we will go to the what navigation menu, then compute engine, VM instances. There we are going to create the new instance. Click on create instance. Okay. Then what is the instance name he given? Please give that instance. Compute engine, click on the what create instance. Okay. You can give already that instance name is there. Just you try to create if it will take or not. We will see that one. Okay. Uh, Click networking. Go to the network interface section. No network available. Network tags. Some fields are incorrect. Now I am going to select this one. We will see it's able to create or not. Okay, it is not able to create because there is an issue. Must to select the okay, no subnetworks in this region. Okay, no networks at all. First of all, that's why I'm not able to create the virtual machine because there is no VPC network. Remember, if you wanted to create any virtual machine, okay, default one VPC network is required. In that VPC network only, you are able to create the virtual machine and you can assign the network resources. Since there is no VPC network, now I'm going to create the VPC network just by clicking on the create VPC network. How to create a VPC network? We will see this. So you can name the network as my network. Control C. Now I'm renaming my network as my network. For the subnet creation mode, click automatic. Okay. Then next, for the firewall rules, check all the available rules. Okay, what I will do, for the firewall rules, check all the available rules. There are these are the what you can see. Wait, you will see that one, then you will understand. Okay. Mm, Same standard firewall rules that the default. Okay. Whatever it was there earlier, SSH, RDP, ICMP, and ingress, you are accepting the traffic from all the IP addresses. Egress, okay, that is also you can send the request to all the IP addresses. Everything. These are all the default VPC network. Okay. Check all the available firewall rules. These are the same standard firewall rules. What it is there. Okay. Uh, then click on create, then wait for subnetwork is to create. Okay, before this, can we do with the things zone and region? Can we select? We will see that one. Okay. Now I'm going to create the subnetwork. Okay. So once again, I will check with all the things. Your central one, your system already it is the IP addresses. Okay, and you need to change anything. One is my network subnet creation mode. It is an automatic and IPv4 firewall rules, whatever default network had this firewall rules, same firewall rules I am using for my VPC network. That is what my network. Now I'm going to create. Click on the create network option. Okay. Now VPC network it is going to create. You have to wait for some time to create the VPC network. Now next task is you're going to create a virtual machine instance in the US Western region. Okay. So for this also, what you will do, you have to go to the navigation menu, compute engine, VM instances, click on the VM instance. And by the time it is going to create the VPC network, it is creating. By the time, what I will do, I can go with the option which, yes, the subnetwork is successfully created subnetwork. What I will do, go to the navigation menu, compute engine. Now VM instances. Previously, I'm not able to create the VM instances because there is no default VPC network. Now I am going to create the VM instance. How to create the VM instance? This is the thing you have to follow. In one instance, I am going to create in the region US West 1. Okay, so that I have to give the thing. Okay, mynet US VM. And the region I'm going to select US West 1 and the zone US West 1 C and the series E2 E2 micro. We will see that one E2 series E2 micro we will select. Okay, not medium. Okay, E2 micro, 2 virtual CPU, 1 core, 1 GB of the memory. And it will take. Okay, for any standard application, we can select this E2 series. Then click on the create option. Sorry, create button. Now you can verify the internal IP. It was assigned for the IP address range of the subnet US West 1. Okay, we will see that one. Okay, you have to wait for some time to create the virtual machine. It is going to be created. Now we will see another task before this. First, I think I need to check the button. Okay, still we are in the task one. Okay, create the VPC network. We will check as the task it is created. Sorry, VPC network is created. Then mainnet user F, that is in the ring 10.138.0.0. Yes, assigned from the IP address range. Yes, in that range only it is assigned. You can check the VM instance in the US West one as it is created. Assessment completed. Now I am going to do the same thing. Repeat the same thing. Create a VM instance, US Central one region. That's it. So that I'm going to create a second VM instance with what I will do now. Minus second VM and the region I'm going to select US Central 1, US Central 1C. Okay. And the series E2, E2 micro we are going to select. Okay, E2 micro. Then click on the create. Again, you have to click on the create option. Okay, you have to wait for some time to create the second virtual machine. The next one is we are going to create the second virtual machine VM instance in the central one region. Okay, you have to wait for some time. Okay, after creating the VM instances, then you can explore the connectivity for the virtual machine. Okay, remember the port number TCP22 we are using. Explore the connectivity for the virtual machine instances. Okay, we do SSH for the VM instances using TCP22 and ping both the internal and external IP addresses of your VM instances using ICMP. Then explore the effects of the firewall rules on connectivity by removing the firewall rules one by one. We'll see everything with respect to the connectivity later. First, we will check SVM instances are created successfully in one region, US one C, one virtual machine by the name Minet USVM, and another virtual machine by the name Minet second VM in another region, US Central 1C. Both are successfully I created the virtual machine. Then I can check my progress. Yeah, okay, it's done. Now we will see the explore the connectivity. What we will do first, I can note down the external and internal IP addresses of Minet second VM. I do SSH for Minet US VM. Okay. Minet VM. Okay, that is secure shell protocol we are using whenever we are using the Linux instance. Okay, this Linux instance we are using to connect the instance, which is the instance we are using Minet USVM. Okay, wait for a minute. Okay, yes, that is connected now. That VM instance is connected. Now, what we can do here, we can see this procedure window. Okay, now I am going to use the ping. You can check the connectivity, right? Um, okay, ping. I can copy the second virtual machine internal IP addresses. Ping -3. Okay, I do it external IP, right? External internal IP or external IP? Internal IP. Sorry. For this, what I can do, Okay, internal IP, I'm going to copy paste internal IP ping -c3 packets I'm sending with the internal IP of the virtual machine. What is the virtual machine? Internal IP I'm going to copy. Copied the internal IP, I'm going to paste it there. Yes, I'm able to ping. Uh, Means I can easily, because with this are on the same network. Yes, I can communicate easily. Not at all a problem, but in different regions. Right? For now, I can try with the external IP. Okay. If you can see the connectivity with the external IP, same thing. Ping -c3 external IP. External IP you can connect. This is the external IP. So copy this external IP and paste it there. Here now you are able to ping. You can connect both. You can use both the IP addresses to connect the second virtual machine from MyNet username, because both run on the same VPC network. Okay, that is what my network, and both ingress and egress different IP. Yes, it is. I'm easy. I can able to transfer the packets. That job I did. Next, test your understanding. Which firewall rule allows the ping to MyNet second VM external IP? Okay, can you answer for this question? Which firewall rules allows the ping to MyNet? Okay, can you check with this ICMP? Yes, right. Okay, Google firewall rules lets you allow denied traffic to and from the virtual machines. True. Firewall rules that can be shared among network. False. Okay, it is not. We can't share among the network. Remove the allow ICMP firewall rules. Class number 5. Okay, again now I am going to remove the ICMP firewall rule. Later I am going to check the connectivity. Because of this ICMP, I am able to connect to the virtual machine. Okay, now I am going to remove one by one so that you can understand. Okay, so I can use the internal IP. Internal IP not at all a problem. You are able to ping, but for the external IP, you will get the 100% packet loss. Same from minor TSVM, I'm going to check the same thing, right? So first I'm going to delete the firewall rule. Which firewall rule you are going to delete? This my network allow XMP. So for that, what I will do, okay. So go to this VPC network. Again, go to the navigation menu and VPC network firewall. Okay, in that firewall policy, VPC firewall rules are there. Okay, for the my network. Okay, I'm going to delete the my network ICMP, delete it. After deleting ICMP, now you can check by using the external IP, are you able to ping? So you can copy this one, do the SSH. Okay, you need not to do once again because already it is there, I think. And we will go with this and you can check if I already did it. See that 100% packet loss and not able to ping. by using the external IP. Can we do with the internal IP? Yes, I can transfer the packets. Mm, Okay, this is the main thing. ICMP that is mainly responsible for transferring the packets. That means request from one means you are from one virtual machine to another virtual machine. Now we can see the another task that is now I can remove the hello custom firewall rule. What will happen? I'm not, if you remove this under custom rule, you can't, what, with the internal IP also you can't. So, because you are not in the traffic from all the, see, all the ports, it is there, right? Now I can delete this one. So now you are not able to ping the what, mainnet, which mainnet, mm, okay, which are all the networks. And that is now I connected mainnet to USVM, right? This is thing. Wait, we'll see. First, VPC network. Go to this. Sorry, virtual machine. Virtual machine. Okay, which all the virtual machines are running now? Sorry, this is not this one. Yeah, compute engine. Okay. In that compute engine, you can see the VM instances. Okay, basically what I did SSH to minet USVM. Okay, now I'm going to check with I'm able to connect minet second VM by using internal IP as well as external IP. For that purpose, what I did, okay, this lab name is VPC Network, VPC Networking Fundamentals. Okay, I'm not able to connect by using the internal IP and as well as by using the external IP. Okay, now also 100% packet loss will happen. Okay, now I can connect with this. Here also you can see 100% packet loss. Now what I will do now, mm, ICMP firewall rules removed. Okay, any tasks are there? Like already 100% showing. Remove the custom firewall rules. Also, I'm yeah, not able to check. Now remove the allow SSH firewall rules. You are not able to what connect. You can't do the SSH only. Okay, that is the one thing you can see. Again, I can go to the what firewall, which are all the firewall rules are there. Now you can see. Now I can remove this firewall policy. Now you can check, are you able to ping? Go to this virtual machine, compute engine, compute engine, VM instances. Now can I do SSH through mynet USVM? Can you able to connect? Sorry, can I do SSH to this? Guys, Okay, basically don't connect because I removed the SSH in this rule, right? Can now we'll see both it is not able to connect. Okay, because I removed what the SSH firewall rule. Okay, these are all the things about this in this lab. This is mainly about VPC networking fundamentals. Remember, why VPC? If you wanted to create any virtual machine and if you are assigning any network resources, storage, everything, one network, you can do the things. Okay. And from one virtual machine, if you wanted to connect with another virtual machine located in the VPC, that is also possible. Okay, one virtual machine in one VPC and another virtual machine in another VPC, I can connect it. Remember, main thing if you wanted to create any of the resources in the VPC means any of the resources, any of the virtual machine, VPC is must. VPC is required. For this, in this lab, first we explore the default network. Already ICMP, RDP, and SSH are there. ICMP, you know, already means if you wanted to explore the connectivity with another virtual machine, ICMP is required. It is able to identify the network issues. RDP, if you wanted to connect the Windows instance, SSH, if you wanted to connect the Linux instance, then these are all the various protocols are required, and you are removing because already in the default network everything it exists. Now I'm going to what removing the all the default network. Now I'm going to create a fresh VPC network by the name my network and the VM instances I created. One instance with the name mynet US VM and another instance with the name mynet second VM. I'm going to create in the first in the one VPC network. In another VPC network, I'm going to create by the network name my network. Okay, after creating the my network, I created the two VM instances. Later, I'm exploring the connectivity for the virtual machine. Now I do SSH to mynet US VM. From this mynet US VM, I'm going to connect to mynet second VM. Okay. Before connectivity, if connection it won't establish because I not set any firewall rules. Now again you're going to set the firewall policy ICMP, RDP and SSH as you did for the default VPC network. Okay. Now again I'm going to create the firewall policy. Now again you can check there is an connectivity. How to check the connectivity? First you do SSH to this mynet US VM. From this mynet US VM, I can connect to mynet second VM by using the internal IP and the external IP. Okay. Both it is possible because ICMP is there. Again, you're going to remove the ICMP policy. You are not able to connect this second VM by using the external IP, but internal IP you are able to connect. Now you can remove the custom policy firewall rules. By using that, you are not able to connect this second VM both by using external IP as well as internal IP. And lastly, you're going to remove the SSH firewall rule. So you're not able to connect this second means you are not able to do SSH for this second VM. This is all about this VPC networking fundamentals. Okay, thank you.